At this stage, we're doing pretty well. So far, you can see that I've sanded most of the patch area. The patch physically looks like it's covering very well. It's been glassed with 2 layers of that mixed up fiberglass matting, and it's in pretty good shape. If you look down the side from the top, you'll notice there's a little bit of a bulb right here that I need to sand slightly thinner, and then as you roll down with your fingers here, I feel that there's a bit of a void in this area. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Bondo, but I think we're pretty close to ready to a top coat. I'm going to throw a little bit of Bondo in this area here just to smooth out those fissures. Then we'll be ready for the top coated fiberglass, and it'll be almost done. So I'm using a slightly different Bondo type. It's not fiberglass infused. This is just a surface Bondo. The same stuff you can buy at Home Depot, you could probably buy it at your local Ace Hardware, Orchard Supply House, or Do It Center, or any hardware store that is around you that might have Bondo material. This is also found in any automotive paint store. Same exact hardener that we use for the other Bondo can be used for this Bondo. Again, you're kneading the Bondo hardener, making sure that it's all completely mixed. For this particular patch, which is about the size of a golf ball and a half, nothing more than a good sized 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches worth of the hardener with the Bondo. Same mixing takes place. Mix it well. This stuff looks like it's going to take a little bit more mixing than the other Bondo did. Go ahead and mix really well. A large amount of hardener will harden this Bondo much faster than the other Bondo hardens. So mix it, but also be wary of your time and the use of the Bondo. Once the Bondo starts going off, you can no longer use it. So this is about as good as the mixture is going to get. This is the goal for today. Get this void filled in. Then give a very thin layer of this Bondo to most of the rest of this area, just for the sake of being able to cover this stuff smoothly and have full adhesion with the next layer of fiberglass, which is just going to be the cloth, not this woven mat material. Alright, so that looks good. I'm going to the other side. Same exact process. There's no voids on this side, just the little pock marks left behind by the uneven surface of the other glass material. Not good to leave the Bondo in the sun, as the sun will harden it faster than you can use it. I'm also going to fill this void and make sure that I have the crown that I want all the way across, smooth and even. Just like so. This is not a structural piece here. This is just for the look of it. That's why it doesn't need such a heavy amount of coverage. All right, she's already setting up. That's about it. That's all I got. Same cleanup procedure as before with the tools. But I'll come back in about 20 minutes and sand that down, and I'll be ready for my next layer of glass. This is the finely woven fabric kind of fiberglass material that is the finished product that you put on at the very end. The stuff that I'm using came in a 3-inch roll. You can buy it in large sheets. My final cover will be a large sheet, just like we did for the matted section. But the cloth that I'm using now, this will be the top section. This is a 3-inch rolled sheet. I'll lay it at the top of the patch area, overlapping everything, including the excess area that we left for scuffing. And then I had, this is either 5 or 6 inch rolled fiberglass. I have 2 pieces of this that I'm going to take and layer up on either side of this patch. And at the end, I'll throw on one last coat cover. It'll be a full sheet piece that'll cover the whole thing. A full sheet piece. That'll give me a very solid fiberglass repair with not only the fabric style woven fiberglass, but the matte style hectic fiberglass patching. 2 coats of that, a little bit extra Bondo, 2 coats of this. I shouldn't have to worry about doing this again. Unless, of course, I ground the boat and have damage. Okay, so here we are getting ready. My first piece will be the side piece. I've decided that I'm going to lay the side up first. I can still paint the top and get the whole top section coated. I'm not going to use the tape. As you saw my sanding of the last patch, the tape actually causes extra mess, and you have to worry about it, and it can help delaminate the fiberglass, and that I don't want. I want the fiberglass completely laminated. So I've run across the top, running down the sides. Alright, now I should be able to stick this guy on there. I actually want it to go right about there. Alright, and I'm brushing from the center out. The goal is to get as much resin underneath, inside, and around this patch as possible. Once again, no air bubbles allowed. So this whole thing's got to just smooth its way on. As you can see, this is a little easier than putting on the crazy matte material that just goes everywhere. But it's no different. You have to constantly hit it with the resin and make sure that you don't get any bubbles. Air bubbles are not fiberglass friends. They're our enemy. I'm sorry. I'm going to do the second side first and then go to the top layer.